Yeah, there's a Tamara. Alrighty, for those of y'all
Oh,
on to, we are still waiting for everybody to show up so that we can have a quorum. We do not yet have that.
you just blew it. I was gonna say Tamara's here. We can start now.
No, because that's only four. One, two, three, four. Yeah, because Solnox is just in the other room. Um,
Okay.
but we need because we have, I think we're up to 11 board members, if I remember correctly. Let's see, it's four of us. Castle. I we could try to go in order. Megan, Mandy,
11.
Foxfire. Yeah.
According to last board
Yeah,
meeting.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to remember the number. 11. Yeah, so we're 11. So we need six because we need a majority.
Mhm.
Yep, so let me change that to September. This would be a good time to go check the September minutes if you haven't done
I already did it.
that. Yeah. And actually, I'm going to add convocation. Let's do our usuals. Convocation. I think Castle's planning on being there in person, so but he's just got off work, I think. So he should be here. My dings. My computer dings a lot. You doing okay, Tamara?
Yeah, I'm good. Sitting here like, hey, unmute.
Yeah, no worries. No
How
worries.
y'all doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Today I'm off week. I'm off work this week, and so today I've been doing a lot of taking a break because I worked at the store for the week over the weekend. So I'm actually taking days off today and tomorrow. Are pretty much like doing the things I already have pre-obligated like this and a couple of
Hmm.
meeting I had to have earlier, and then I got a meeting tomorrow in the evening. But like the rest of the time, I'm pretty much relaxing as much as possible,
Nice.
so I can then get some stuff caught up on Wednesday, Thursday, and then looking forward to Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna order me a new computer chair and a new desk on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'm getting me. I have this little like it's no 3 feet wide desk right now. I'm gonna get me a corner desk. Something that's big.
Yeah, I'm using a bookshelf.
I went to so it's funny. I used to have my altar like right here, and I decided to move it over to next to my other altar. So because I have two because I have too many deities to be put on one altar, right? Um, and so now I've got the space with me. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna move my desk over. And I went to move it, and the top started trying to fall off.
Oh,
And I'm like, 10-year-old desk. It's like it's starting to fall apart. Like it will not survive the push over on the carpet very well. It's already struggling. So I'm like, just you know what? I
time to
got
get a new.
desk. It's time for a new desk. The one I'm looking at has like a built-in power strip on it, which I'm really excited about.
Nice. I feel like that's probably going to become more common in the upcoming years.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I have a thing that sits on my desk right now that's sort of like it's a power extension type thing. It plugs in one plug and I get two on it. It's also meant to like hold like stuff like staples and paper clips and whatever. It's like a office desk type thing, accessory thing. I like it,
Hmm.
and I'll be able to use it better um once I have a bigger space. My problem is my desk is just so small. So, hello. We have ourselves a Ryan Welpley. Are you at work?
Nope.
Okay.
I am at home. I just finished setting up my purple altar.
Okay. Is that a? It's just. It looked like it was a tile wall behind you. That's what I
This
wondered.
is the ceiling.
Oh, that's the ceiling. Oh, it's
That's a
just
short
okay.
ceiling.
It's the angle you're setting. I thought that was behind you.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, it looks like
They're
the
my
attic
walls.
craftsman style house.
Huh?
Looks like the attic in a
Okay,
craftsman
so you're
style house.
upstairs. Okay. I got to drop Ryan off the other day and see his house from the outside. I didn't go inside, but yeah.
Nice.
It is a very old house.
All right. So since Olanox is not in the room at the moment, I don't think we can call it a forum yet. We need at least one more person.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Once Solon comes in the room, we'll be fine. Solon's on the phone with Dan right now. So his uncle passed away. So
Oh.
they're
Oh.
so yeah. So right now it looks like Megan just arrived at WoW. So we'll get started. We'll get started here once she gets in there. We can get started. Or we can just give people more time. I mean, I think Heather said she wasn't planning on making it today. She wasn't going to be able to make it today. And yeah. Okay, and then it looks like Mandy will not be here as well. So.
Well, since we do not quite yet have a quorum, does everybody want to see my purple altar?
Sure.
Excellent. I will take us to it in just 2 seconds. All right, I am switching us to my computer.
Are you still at work there, Castle?
Yes, unfortunately, I'm still at work
Okay.
because I got called in.
There's a Megan.
I'm just about done.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Is Megan there with you? Or at
You
the
can
store?
see
Sweet.
in person.
I'll be up to the store here in a minute. Like I said, I'm just finishing up here.
Malachi, you're gonna, yeah, I think Malachi was gonna show us the altar.
Yep.
Oh, we got a fox.
Hey y'all, sorry I'm late.
No worries, no worries. We're gonna get started. But Malachi was about to show us his purple started here in a moment.
I had a lot of fun with this altar.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So I have more space than usual.
Uh-huh.
So I set it up with cats as pillars
Mm-hmm.
and runes
Nice.
and the death card. And actually, Hecate takes the fire and the water area.
Nice.
And I have a black seeing ball in the back
Mm-hmm.
and lots of smoke from my backflow.
Nice.
And of course, a wand in the front because,
Right.
witches and all.
That's really cool. That's really cool. But all right, we do have enough people to have a quorum. They are currently counseling Dan right now. So stuff going on there. But for now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Sorry, which makes it so. Call this meeting to order, and first item on our agenda is to ratify the September minutes. Have y'all had a chance to take a look at those and make sure you didn't see anything out of place?
Not I.
Mostly just going to verify that there wasn't something that was mistyped or written in a way that you remember differently. We can discuss.
Yeah, I don't see
whatever
any
needed.
All right. Just as a new person to the board,
Under the shared drive is labeled board, and then there will be one called meeting minutes, and then there's one during the current year they'll be just once the year is over, we'll put them in a year folder for 2024 and then start a new basically set in that base folder. So you'll find one, or you'll start with 2024 and then the month
Okay.
and then the date. So but
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
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 Right, I vote aye as well, so I believe that we are good to go there. Alrighty, Al Castle, I know you're driving, so you're not gonna have the financial report for us just yet, so
Thank you.
we're gonna, yep, and same for Welcome Summerfest for that as well.
Actually,
so-
Maddie Lee can
Yeah.
have
Oh,
that. She's
Maddie Lee got
she's the
What
co-chair.
Welcome
So Welcome
Summerfest.
Summerfest, we are meeting tomorrow to discuss our 10-year plan to align on our expectations. I'm currently working on, for the park, we have like a tentative approval. I'm working on the paperwork to formally request that first Saturday off. And then once I have that written, I'm just gonna have Castle double check it, make sure everything is on the up and up, and then we'll get that sent out. I'm hoping before now, in the next board meeting. I don't believe we have I know collectively we have a number of different vendors that we have procured over the last year, but I do not believe we have reached out to any new ones yet. That will also be on the docket tomorrow to double check our scripts and get some more vendors, though we do have a decent number of vendors from last year that did prepay and approve. Thoughts that we're going to kind of brainstorm and kind of see if maybe this is the year we add some sort of sponsorship or sort of different levels, or if we want to just kind of continue what we're doing. But we will have more information next month after we have that meeting.
Alrighty.
And I do not have anything to add to what Megan
Any
recorded.
questions on anything Megan reported? Alrighty, good deal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that meeting tomorrow. Woohoo. I guess there's nothing really to vote on there, just a little bit of a report, so we'll go with that. Yep. Alrighty, so next thing I've got is security.
So it hasn't been a lot going on. At the Mabon ritual, we thought that there might be an issue, an unwelcome guest. It turned out to be a false alarm, and that's been about it. We had started doing tabletops at our Coven meeting. The last couple of meetings have been kind of special, so we haven't done that. Hopefully at this next Coven meeting, we'll be picking up with some tabletop exercises and going from there.
Yeah, I know that we've had some other things that have kind of just taken place, but that's still pretty high on the list, I would think. Make sure we get through this. So good deal. Anything else on that?
I don't have anything unless anybody has any
It
questions.
looks like Megan's got a
We have
question.
a proposed tabletop discussion for our next meeting that we tabletop.
I'm sorry, it's hard to hear that there's people walking above me.
Session this Thursday, and I said, yeah, should hit the fan. Multiple varieties of it.
Yeah, when the feces strikes the oscillating instrument will ultimately be the topic. Actually, it was emergency communications between us to make sure that we can contact each other. Yes, Ella?
I have radios. Anybody want to come get a ham radio? That will help.
Actually, I at some point.
And I've got several radios that could be used. Some as the base one radio setup.
Yeah, I think emergency communication should be kind of a priority.
And Castle raised a related question on the way home yesterday.
Well, before you say that, so you guys are really quiet. Do you know which mic it's on? Is it on the Yeti or is it on the camera?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think it's on the camera because when you got closer, you got louder.
Testing,
Should be
Much better.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry about
much
that.
better.
So what was I saying?
that Castle had made a,
Oh, Castle had brought up a question that needed to be looked at along those lines yesterday on the way home.
Oh, on communications?
Yeah, well, in event scenarios.
Okay, cool.
It's like he's driving.
Yeah, well, that would be one of the things we could do at the next Kevin meeting is we can take a look at everybody's concerns. And then things are our highest priority, but ultimately what we need to do is to do a hazard assessment to weigh out, likelihood versus impact and see which ones we really should focus
Yeah.
on first. So, and I'm sorry, Megan, it looked like you had a proposal for the next
no,
meeting?
I
thought
asked and then
Okay.
Solenox proposed.
Okay,
I answered because Alfred and I had already talked about this.
Yes.
For last Coven meeting and everybody was just so tired and brain dead, we decided to postpone
That
it.
does sound familiar. I feel like I remember us talking about that previous Coven meeting.
Yeah.
yes, we can discuss that at the Kevin meeting, I think would be the best. And that's all I have.
Alrighty. Next thing we have, what I've got on the agenda is Green Man Day plans. I will say that I am gonna stick to what I already said I'm gonna do. I'm going out to the property with some cutters and I'm gonna start trying to cut some paths.
For church side, we need cleanup of Shrine Row and a prep of offerings for burning. And we've got a painting that came in from our Persephone Shrine sponsors that needs hanging. And we need to get those labels printed and up for the shrines. Beyond that, as always, storage, organization, and library maintenance.
I was also going to take and go grab the rototiller and take it over to do some chilling to get some things planted as well along the fence line and get it marked Ella on next Sunday.
Can we so we got multiple kind of things that need to happen. Do we of us here, can we do we know who's gonna plan on being here for Green?
Here,
I'll be working.
I'll be here.
I'm
I'm sorry. Can I get a reminder? Is that this upcoming Sunday?
yes.
Okay, cool. I don't think I'm doing anything, so I could probably come out as well this time.
And Malachi, were you saying that you possibly could?
Yes, I can be there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's something, and we'll divide and conquer to the best we can with all those things.
Yeah, can always carpool out to the property from here, so
Yeah. For sure.
at least it won't be hot.
Right. Good deal. Because I guess we do need to make sure everything's put away from Maven. We still have some stuff that's actually sitting over in the corner of the social room for Castle just got that. That's why he's
Yeah, Castle just jumped out of the screen.
but we still got stuff over in the corner of the social room that needs to go into storage that's from like Llamas, I think. This still needs to be cleaned up as well. So yeah.
We also typically, and now I know Solomon isn't a huge one, but we also typically have the next set that we work on too, if you want to include that, or if we just assume that that's part of general.
Yeah, that's kind of part of general storage maintenance.
That's what I figured.
Yep. Cool beans.
My task will be to get all of my share of the crap cleaned up by then.
Sorry, I had to go someplace with it.
Hey, I was kind of busy this weekend, so
Right.
Is there something that do we put advertisements out about Green Man Day? Or can we do a little bit more on the marketing on that? See if we can get just more general people to show up. Like
I can get. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I hadn't ever been marketing Green Man Day very hard, but Malachi and Foxfire on the social media now, so I saw y'all posted.
All Foxfire. I have been moving today. We were on a conversation, and
Awesome.
question:
rocked
Can
that
we
out.
offer community service?
Yes.
hours? Yes. Mark, can y'all market that?
There you go.
I can do that right now.
Because that might get people. Because like even because one of the issues we keep running into is we have a lot to do. We just never have enough people, so we only get a fraction of it done.
Hey, Mom, do you think
We could do community service hours too, if that would help you.
Yeah, we can. What?
We could do that with a lot of our events, y'all. The Riverwalk cleanups that I do every month can be community service hours. Green Man Day can be.
Pantry can be too.
Yeah.
Rules are for
Hey,
pantry,
Mom.
they have to meet me first before they can volunteer.
Do you think
Okay.
Dad's got enough clout at work that he could get church listed as an actual volunteer option for Jackson?
You'll have to check with Dad. If my memory is correct, he could not get us added to any of the Jackson lists because we are a church.
Okay.
But
I
we-
hadn't thought of
Food
that.
pantry might be different. I don't know, but check with Dad on that.
I wonder if because is the Riverwalk through the church or is it through the store?
through the
Fake
church.
one, it's me.
It's usually through the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but if it's a church thing and it won't cover because it's a church, then it does matter if it's through the store or the church for the Riverwalk,
Well, but the store's not a charity.
right?
So
That's where you get in the sticky wicket
I know,
about offering
yeah, I
community
know.
service hours. You gotta be a charity.
Foxfire?
All right, I want to share a text chunk that I have for the Green Man Day I was about to share. Let y'all read it and give me a thumbs up or down if you think it's good.
I can't read that from here.
Got
so.
some free time. Go on out and help us with our projects and upkeep on the building. Thank you. Blessed be.
perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Sounds great.
Good deal. Yeah. Yeah. If we
The
get
other
that.
thing I was thinking was something about like, looking to make better connections with your
Yeah,
community.
throw that.
That's like I'd add.
I mean, that's a talking point we can use for all of
Good deal. Well, I appreciate y'all.
I'll
doing
add that.
That's-
I'll
that's
add the
good.
making connections in there. Thank you for that.
So, Castle, are you up to where you can do financial report? Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think where I can do financial report now. I'm no longer driving.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if you had, I couldn't tell if you had your laptop up and you're all just good to go. So,
I
all right.
needed to pull the laptop up so I can get current balance. And I also have a question for you too, by mistake.
yes.
Okay, I seen that and it's like, what the hell? But I kind of figured that's what happened. So that's why I wanted to ask you before I said something.
Got dropped in the wrong account. He pulled it back out.
Yep,
So
that's fine.
that's the blip in the record.
Okay, that's fine. I just, like I said, I want to know what I needed to know what.
The
wanted to-
perils of banking at the same bank.
Yes, I just needed to know what was going on is all. Because that was a nice chunk.
It was supposed to go into somebody.
I kind of figured that's where it was supposed to go. But
Foxfire is asking if they should share the Green Man thing to all the usual pages or just a general share.
Give it a share to the usual pages.
Heard.
okay, currently in this checking account, we have $2,541.91. In the savings account, we have $1,970.52. Income for the month of September was $1,791.07. Expenses for the month of September are $3,582.75. The reason they are higher is because I fell behind on getting tithes paid. I caught them all up for that month, so we're back to square one with the church and helping women, period. Tithes to the mother church for this month.
How far behind were we?
It was May.
From May?
Yeah, it slipped.
Okay.
I got it caught back up though. So tithe to the mother church for September was $60.55 total. No, take that back. Mother church tithe was $89.55 minus the $29 for Linode makes it we repaid $60.55, which has been paid today, so it's taken care of, so I don't fall behind again. Helping women, period. $89.55 rounded up to $90 because they don't do change. And our advertising budget right now is $89.55 for the month. Patreon had a deposit this last month of, let's see one here. $1,102.26. How many Patreon members does that mean?
We've got 25 paid Patreon members.
Okay.
We gained one and we lost one.
Slow and steady.
Bold and steady. And that's where we sit with cash flowage right now.
Our membership before the fees taken out is listed as 1,050.
Then how they deposited 1,102.26.
It depends on annual memberships at different times of the month.
Okay.
Or, people might buy for 1 month, or there's always going to be a little churn. The bigger we get, the bigger the churn is, but it happens at different times.
Okay. Just was curious.
Any questions on that?
Nope. We do have an outstanding balance that we do owe Shutter Sirens of $100 right now.
Sugar Silence? Sorry?
No.
Are we
Shutter.
Are we waiting on?
No, I just haven't got a check written to them yet.
Well, I didn't hear the name. I'm sorry. Shutter. what?
Shutter Sirens. It's
For our pictures.
our pictures. We owe them $110.
Oh, 110. Okay. I note that.
I just hadn't had a chance to write them a check and get it to them yet.
I need to schedule my retake.
Yeah, you'll need to get a hold of TC for that.
Alrighty. Anything else for the financial report?
That's it.
Alrighty. So, next thing I have on the list is convocation.
Where are we on that sponsorship?
I have not heard hide nor hair from Deb from Barb. I will get a hold of Barb this evening. Or do you want to contact Barb?
See if I can raise her on Messenger.
Because I know she was dealing with Holly, but the Michigan Pagan for the Run Fest, but that's done.
Are they behind on getting stuff, or are they we're just being impatient? I don't know when I don't remember when they usually have this stuff together.
We paid for it last.
What's going on? Some people have been told that the classes are accepted from the evidence we've seen on Facebook. Some of our people have been contacted about their submissions, but we don't have any acceptance or rejections of our stuff. And we're trying to get the sponsorship and the suite squared away and not hearing back from people on that. So I keep trying to go and check my spam boxes in my email to make sure I'm not missing everything. I hope everybody else is doing the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
At that point, it's just a waiting game. I'm not on the board. I don't want to be on the board.
We ain't got time for
I don't
that.
want to run it. It's not my circus and not my monkeys.
We just have tickets
But
for the show.
I just sent Barb a message, and if I hear back from her, I'll see if I can find out what's going on.
All right.
And if you don't hear
know-
anything, I will poke at her too.
I do know that Keys is going to be vending at Con this year.
Yes.
Which means Keys will need a lot of help.
Well, I've already told you that I would be in that room as much as you wanted me in that room, or as much as I could be, because I told you that when we talked about it last year at the end of Con, that I would do that.
Well,
Because one, that also gives people a place to find me
Mhm.
when they want to talk to me.
Yeah, it gives a central location for things besides the suite. Yeah, it's gonna have to be manned during all the times that the merchant room is open.
It's gonna be kind of like when we did the raffle, just in the merchant room instead, I think. And then those of
Should
us,
be easier than doing the raffle was. Because I'll get the table set up, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And
is
it'll
one
just be open and go.
and we could, those of us who are experienced with the vending and stuff like that can also, be primarily focused on that. And everybody who doesn't want to be involved can do the
Other things.
the other things, the
Serenity Suite.
Yeah, we'll have, I haven't heard yet.
Right.
But if we have that, that'll need to be manned too, but that we can pull from general congregation again if we need. But for that, I will need help.
Yeah, that's what we're there. And I think it's a great opportunity for the store to be part of the community and get
Move
some
some
loyal
stuff.
get some loyal customers.
Yeah.
Anything else on the convocation?
Does everybody have their hotels booked yet?
I'm
If
booking.
not, I recommend doing it this week.
Oh, I'm
Make
booking
sure
our
that-
hotel tonight.
I know Alfred is going to be in the suite. It might be a good idea for you to go ahead and book a room just in case. You can release it once we get the suite
Okay.
squared away. But that way you're not left behind.
Yeah. But Jim and I were,
You're booking.
hold on, hold on.
What? Foxfire is asking for a rundown reminder on how the suite works again. So the suite is there for us to have a gathering space for our community in general. That starts with Alfred's family as our summoner and our suite mama, and then extra spaces. The suites, and we have 3 to 5 extra spots to sleep.
1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 extra spots because we had last year there was Alfred and Kim, Oliver, Malachi, and Aaron, Heather, and Ripley.
7. Okay, so it's 5. So depending on whether Oliver comes. But those go to Coven first by choice, and then congregation at what, $25, $35 a night?
Minimum requested donation is afford to go, but also helping us cover some of the cost of the suite.
Because it kind of costs us money to get the
It cost us almost $800 for
We
the
need to
suite.
double check the calculations and make sure that 25 is enough for
Right.
7 people to cover the cost of the
The
suite.
number
Right.
of nights is gonna be different this year.
Right, we Wednesday night and Sunday night. And those of us who are booking for that need to plan on making a separate booking for those nights if we want them,
Yep.
and possibly
And
having to
if you do
change
that,
rooms
like
those
it'll still be
nights.
cheaper. If you're trying to save money, but it'll be
Yeah. So, and then we'll have things going on in the suite when we're not busy doing things for con. We'll do Cards Against Humanity, movies, meet and greets, whatever. And we usually run church from there on Wednesday night.
Lobby or one of our rooms even.
Yeah.
Any graded insights maybe too.
And then I haven't stayed in the suite, so
I don't know if
correct
we
me
can
if
do that. I
I'm
don't
wrong.
think we can do
But up your shared community space in a timely manner so that we can open the suite up to public in a timely manner.
I mean, gets out. I understand not wanting people in the room cleaning when we're there, but making sure the trash gets taken out daily, please.
It's intended to be a public space. Yeah, any other questions on con? Can't really do any planning until we get some fire. You can wait to get a ticket because it's not like the Witches Ball where it's gonna be limited. Because they will want teachers, presenters to book separately. So if you wind up being on the presenter list or having your own workshops, then you'll get registered with it. Everybody that submitted stuff should wait until you hear back on their stuff before registering. Tamara, you can register anytime.
The earlier you register, the cheaper it is usually too. Tamara.
Yeah, there
I
are
was just
discounts for
planning-
earliest.
Okay, I was just planning to go as a patron and see what it's like.
That's right.
what's
You didn't
about.
put submissions in this year, did you? So,
No,
okay.
but I have an idea for next year.
Right,
So-
but I would then, if you want to purchase your ticket early, do it so that because
You
it is
get the early
cheaper.
bird discount. Yeah,
It is cheaper
when you can.
when you can. We all understand money can be tight sometimes.
But it's also possible. I need to check and see more detail. Like I completely forgot that apparently applied to Vendicon at all.
No.
So I need to look into the details on how the merchant badges work compared to con badges and
Mhm.
whatnot. But Foxfire, we might be able to talk about you work in the store in the vendor room in exchange for admission to con if it worked out that way.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm willing to help then, by the way.
Awesome.
And would there be time to like check out the different kind programs and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll sit down as soon as the schedule comes out and sort out who's going to work when and try and make sure that everybody gets to do everything that they want to do there. I don't want anybody to feel tied down.
So how we did it last year and the year before, like for the Serenity Room and then the year before that for the raffle, is we had like 2-hour shifts. So you could, do 2 hours, go watch or a specific class you wanted to go to, or if you're like, I am just going to do, Friday, open 8 hours in, and then, I'm going to be not doing any shifts Saturday, so I can go to all the Saturday things. Because by the point you should have the con schedule that you can look at and be like, okay, I need to go do this, this, and this.
I'm teaching a class at this time. I cannot be in the vendor room working the booth because I need to be teaching a
Right.
class.
Or, you know, because we also,
We'll get all the moving pieces
Mhm.
together and probably put it out on the table and paper and sort.
Right, it's
Gonna
easier.
Get complicated.
With all
not us, but Solanox typically submits rituals that get picked up that we have to be available to participate in as well.
But for those, we've got Tamara has already volunteered to,
Yeah.
and she'll be there so she can
I was talking to
cover some of that. So. Any other questions?
Ready.
All right, well, in the absence of a message from Barbara, somebody else at con.
We've got
Who's
the
next?
trailer.
All right, let's talk.
And there was a community member that had a 20-foot snowmobile AVT trailer, ATV trailer, 2-axle for sale for $5,000.
Did you speak to her about?
I have not yet. We'll discuss this and then I will give her a call.
Okay.
Or it's a Bangor, which is over on the other side of the state.
Oh yeah, I know.
This trailer, they had it at the Michigan Witches Bazaar on Saturday, and that's that. It is a really nice trailer. It would be large enough to make it where we can alleviate some of the storage problems we're having here at the church.
Big stuff and all of our seasonal stuff permanently in this trailer, wherever it gets stored. And then when it's time to go to Fender, we just pick up the trailer and go. And we get the stuff, right?
Lock and key.
No, I was gonna say, is it like an easy, like just on your hitch, or does it need any special,
No,
like?
it can be hauled. I can haul it in my truck.
Regular hitch, yeah. He'd be able to haul it. I'd be able to haul it with the van. I don't know about Manny's vehicle.
I don't think
He doesn't think
Mandy's,
it's big enough, but
Mandy's
we have
not
two
big enough.
vehicles because we have our own RV.
I
that
will
needs to be hauled.
always have a vehicle that can
So,
haul it too. So
It would, we'd be able to put all of that in there and then some, we would be able to clear out the storage here, way down. And be able to expand pantry a little bit, get our vending machines back into service without it being creepy.
yeah, we'd be able to do a lot of things with this, having this trailer. Have to have a place to store it because we don't want to leave it here because of our urban outdoorsman.
Megan?
Is with it having the seasonal ideas and seasonal storage, and typically we do what would be our idea would we be picking it up from its storage spot to bring it here to go?
So we would be taking this trailer to Ritual. It's gonna be in there.
It's-
What prep? We're just gonna go.
Everything will
when we
be
get to
in
the-
there.
So what I hear is when we put it back, we need to be more mindful that we are that is the solution that I'm asking.
Also,
for.
inside this trailer, it has two doors. It has a back door that opens and a side door up near the front. It also has lights inside of it so that we can see
I was
inside of it.
thinking about that.
It-
So that'll be really helpful at Fender.
It has lights inside
So
of
we
it.
can make sure things get put away. Yes.
Does it have the ability to have shelving or stuff?
We could
build it in.
we could
That's
build
the-
it.
does it have the ability to put it
Yeah.
in the walls and stuff?
I
Yeah,
have
so
the
we-
carpentry.
my thought was that we
help
could-
us out.
Yeah, and we could basically line the length of it with shelving sufficient. And
Because
then
we get it where
we can put straps to secure things so they don't rattle around. And that's our primary storage. And then we can slide tables and canopies in between.
Yeah, like net it.
And we'll have,
Something.
There's
Netting it
actually
back.
designs out there for shelves where you essentially slide those black and yellow buckets
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
shelving. As
yeah, that's what we're looking at.
That's what we'd like to
we're
do.
talking about. One of the things that I talked with Castle about was asking her if she'd be willing to take, $1,000 down, give us less of a hit up
Mhm.
front and still allow us to make use of it.
I'm gonna reach out for the next day or so. I had to get a chance to last night. I went home.
Right now, as soon as we get a driveway cut, we can park it out at the property, obviously. What do you think?
Megan, would you listen? We were to obtain to secure it for our use.
How would it fit in you've been in the space? Would it
It'll fit in your
the-
driveway.
Like in the.
It'll fit over there.
Yeah, it's smaller than my trailer.
It's only 20 foot long. It'll fit over there.
How long is your
The camper's not that.
And your camper probably 16 feet.
My pop up? No, not really.
No?
No, it's tiny tub. It's a tiny tub.
No? Okay.
But yeah, it's probably two of my campers. But yeah, I think it would fit over there if that's something you would be willing to let us do.
And it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think I can haul it.
No, you can't. I would have to come down. That's part of doing this is I know I make it where one of us has to go grab it to haul it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the biggest issue I think is the $5,000, and if they're willing to take payments, I think we should absolutely go
Watch
for this at
this.
this present moment to buy it outright. And even if we did, it make things a little
We-
tight.
yeah.
So
We don't have all the funds.
yeah, but if
If you take like $500 a month, then let's take it.
does anybody have any objections to that idea?
My only hesitation is without seeing it, like, I don't know, is there anything
Wrong.
like, yeah, like when you get a used car, you know, you take it to
There-
a mechanic.
There is a little bit of surface rust on the underside of it,
We,
and it's surface rust.
But it looks real nice.
Well taken care of.
yeah, we can paint over any, like, scrape off whatever excess rust and paint it. That's how you fix
Right.
those, so.
Yeah, she's just looking to unload it.
There we go. I just,
I think once we have an answer back from her, then we could do an official board vote on that. I think.
yes, I just sent her a message sitting right here, this board meeting, and we'll see what she says.
Would it need to be covered to protect it from the elements?
No, it's fiberglass.
So it-
So that we don't, and it gives us a storage unit so that we don't have, so that we can get.
We've been
alleviate
talking
some of
about this.
if shit hits the fan thing,
Right.
It's also true.
That's,
yes, it's like a U-Haul.
We've talked about getting a trailer
Mhm.
recently, so they.
hold on.
Going
I
on.
didn't have an answer.
Yeah, it is serendipitous, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, never mind. I thought maybe she was typing something and might have an answer here,
Great,
guys.
well, hey, we get an answer, great. I don't have an answer yet.
No, you don't. Sorry.
All right,
But
well,
I like lights. Lights are good.
Yeah, we'd figure out a way.
now we're not gonna be able to take it down to the circle at Fenner.
No.
But the other thing we were gonna talk about as far as trailers and things was that cart,
Oh, that big.
which
ass
I
car.
think is
Yeah.
probably an immediate hell yeah, we're gonna do that.
How much do you all love me right now?
We love you, Castle.
Yes, I will also reduce the price to $4,500.
So did you give a number? Did you give her a number of how much we might be willing to pay?
No, I did not.
She did that on her own.
She did that on her own.
So
I'm going to put a.
Don't be motion. We authorize fucking ass trailer.
I'll second it.
I
Sorry, says aye. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
I'm not opposed. I just, with the motion, I don't know if it's because we're not just motioning for 500 for the next 9 months. We're just motioning to have, yeah. I don't mind.
I'm confused.
No, what she.
Yeah.
We're making a motion to make payments on this trailer for the next 9 months at $500. But is what she wants to know. Correct?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I don't know if that
hold
needs to
on.
be part of the motion.
Let's find out. She's online.
Happening live. Negotiating for the trailer.
Gwen?
I love it that we have voices of forgotten
Because
questions.
I feel like that technically it's a motion for a loan if we're getting the trailer now.
Yeah, 'cause-
Loan payment plan of 500 for the next 9 months to acquire a trailer now versus a motion to pay $500.
Months. You got a valid point, Megan. Thank you for
I just didn't know how to articulate it.
that's why I translated Megan.
I'm still mostly brain dead from the weekend, y'all.
So that's why I translated Megan for you, okay?
You guys, my Megan translator. My biological father needed a Steve translator, so it comes in my family.
Oh, when would I be able to pick up the trailer? Anytime I work from home, so usually here all day. Got the address. There we go.
And you specified that like we're gonna pick it up with like just a down payment, basically.
Here all day. Give me the address. What you want me to see what she wants for
Yeah,
payments?
let's
Or
figure out.
you make an
Let's
offer.
figure out.
I thought you,
at-
I thought you
just-
said that.
I just asked if you'd be willing to take payments.
months. So
Didn't tell
typically
the
500 a month,
total.
then we can pick it up whenever it's convenient.
There we go. I just put it in there.
Assuming the motion carries, I also propose that we make a contract because it is a loan. Just to cover our.
I will make a contract or how we put this in the church's name. Because the church is purchasing this as an asset for the church. It needs to go in the church's name.
And then the church is gonna need insurance on it.
Yes, ma'am. So
We can do.
I think they can find out.
I know.
They can always redirect us. if
Baby
they
steps towards having a church vehicle.
Insurance. Trailer. And
Also, and I discussed this with you the other night. We need to send a call to the ATC grants department. We have that now, don't we?
yes,
And
that would
find out
be
if they have
that'd be Ivy Fatima doing that.
message Ivy and find out if there are any possible grants that could cover this purchase.
In an organized fashion.
Organize the boxes and then.
I could possibly go Friday and pick it up.
Okay.
I
Well, we've got covenant Friday.
I worked my one job and I have the whole day off Friday.
All right, well, there you go. Go for it, man.
Let's see, did they? We have a trailer.
If we,
We have to.
If
pass the motion.
she is, I said,
Maddie
with-
Lee, would you like to formalize the motion, please?
Okay. I motion that we approve a $4,500 loan for the acquisition of a trailer deliverable upon first payment.
I'll second that.
I
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have a trailer.
Hey, thank you, Meg.
That's okay.
I think my teachers would be kind of pissed if I didn't show up for class tonight.
What
I
else?
said thank you for saying that slowly so I could type that out.
I've typed out stuff before. I know.
I am actually really happy with this. Again, because of what I said earlier, I feel like this gives us a little piece of security.
If something happens,
Even if we lose our home again,
we have a place to put the
we
shit.
have an base of operations.
We have a place to put things that it's not your house, my house, or your mother's
And
house.
we can still go and do ritual and do the things we need to do wherever we end up having to do it. So I like having security, and it is definitely going to be useful. Now, do we want to authorize purchase of that cart, and do we want one or two?
The cart, kind of like what Cass's got.
Wolf Run.
It is a big ass cart. It's a garden cart, is essentially what it is, with great big tires on it that makes it where you can put 3 or 4 totes in it and not have problems going down the.
I mean, you could probably do even more than just 4 totes, but yeah,
It's
it is a
huge.
super duper. It's got hundreds of pounds of carry weight and very durable, and it collapses, so it can still go in the back of the van, truck, car, whatever in the meantime.
I motion that we start with one cart, being that we just authorized a large purchase. Unless there is a sale that would
Better.
Well, and
because we always add another cart at full price.
and what else to the cart?
Here, just a second.
Yeah, pull it
I'm
up
looking.
again. It's the one that we had in chat. Pull it off the chat.
I don't see it in chat. Come on, chat. Board chat?
Mm-hmm.
I don't report.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit. It was the last thing before I started asking who was coming today. It's a link.
Okay, I'm
Did
just
you
reading the
share
message. I
that
just
link
got.
somewhere
There it
where
is.
I can get it?
There we
Like,
go.
I just want to know what we're looking at because I don't know what this is. Don't even know what to call this cart.
Oh, there, I found it. It's called a Gorilla Cart, 1,000 pound capacity, heavy duty steel mesh, versatile utility wagon cart with easy grip handle for outdoor.
The 1,000-pound weight limit.
It is currently on sale right now for $174.99.
Ooh.
Normal price is $269. It's
Oh,
35% off
sides
right
come
now.
off. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, it collapses down. So that's like I
I'm
said,
going
we
to
can still
pretty
put it in
good price
vehicles.
too.
It's really useful for trash pickup days as well.
Right.
What do the reviews look like?
What?
What do the reviews look?
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It appears to have a 4.6 with a 14,182 amount of reviews.
A lot of reviews.
Only 3%. That's good. I think that's good.
And I can tell you, I used the one at Wolf Run to move firewood, to make multiple trips because it's really nice. I really liked it really well.
It can even be converted to a trailer to haul behind, giving it even more usability the more we get out on the site.
So going back to Megan's thought, if we bought us to buy 2 of them, it'd be $539.98. If we bought 2 today, we would be saving
Okay,
One
that's
night.
Something to note that I am seeing in the reviews as we will have to be mindful in just how we use this cart. Mostly it's saying, don't put anything heavy directly in the middle. And mostly it works best with wide distributed loads. So our stuff being in bins would work really well, but if we put anything heavy that is a smaller surface area, it's liable to damage the wire base.
Yeah, because
So
it's
just things we'll want to be mindful if we were to get
Make
it.
sure the distributed weight is on the axles, not the middle, so nobody stand on it. It'll be fine.
They've got other ones that are smaller too, just to let you know.
I don't think I wanna get a smaller one.
I'm being devil's advocate here.
We
My-
have a smaller one and it's,
Wagon.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to use that one. This is an alloy steel, the frame is. Material is steel. Which I think steel is gonna hold up better
And you
anyway,
can get, I was just
honestly.
seeing, you can get replacement wheels if there are any problems with the wheels.
Yeah. Trust me, I did it to mine, so yeah, you can. So what size hitch do you have?
what size what?
Hitch do you have on the man? It's 2 5/16. There's the bowl hitch for that.
If you wanna go check.
It takes a 7-inch round plug to connect.
Oh, for lights?
Yep.
Well, I got around plug.
So do I.
Oh.
And I'll go check that real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, are we getting them in there?
Yeah, they had a meeting for. I will be right back.
Hello.
We have purchased a trailer.
You're muted.
An enclosed trailer?
Yes,
Mhm.
20 foot.
20 foot.
Nice.
The only
So-
other thing I'm seeing to be mindful of with that Gorilla cart is if we were to purchase it and for whatever reason we didn't like it or it arrived damaged or anything else like that, from what I'm seeing, it's an
I also saw that.
Yeah, because of shipping costs, most likely.
It's because it's very heavy. It's
sounds
like 60.
like
60.
it's over a third of the purchase.
Yeah. All right, that's something to look at, actually, if this particular listing doesn't have free shipping. Let me see something here.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a try before you buy option?
Haha, no.
I'm showing free delivery.
You see free delivery?
on
Oh, yeah, it
with
does
the
say free
Prime.
delivery now. All right.
So yeah, so that's no guys got his hand up.
Yeah.
Yes. So while we have not had a chance to try this, the people at Wolf Run have had a chance to try this, and the people at Wolf Run think that this wagon is a lifesaver.
Yeah. Yeah. Rave review. We had an opportunity to handle it, like Castle said. It's just y'all are going to be blown away by how easy it makes it to move things.
And then just the last thing to clarify, is this the exact one they purchased or the same thing from a different seller?
I think this one is the same model.
There's
So
a
there are
yellow.
colors,
This one's
there are
gray.
colors.
That's
Yeah.
the only difference.
I think
They have that one. Theirs is a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter in weight.
Buy a red
They can't
one,
hold
you
as
can buy
hold as much.
a green one or a black one or a gray one.
But it's the same brand, same
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, okay, so the different color are also different sizes by the looks of it.
Yes.
Because there's also some 1,200-pound ones. Those are, those are 1,200.
It looked like it was roughly the same size, but I was flipping back and forth between them, and the numbers were
Yeah,
getting
well,
mixed up in my head.
okay. So let's see here. Yeah, so it's 49 by 24.5 for the bed size. It looks like the yellow one's
Yeah.
the same.
They are the same, it's
No,
just a color.
the yellow one's longer.
Well,
The yellow
the
one's 56.5 and 24.8
they're not
wide.
exactly the same because like that has like a more
Mesh,
yeah, mesh versus like
open side.
open side, yeah. And also flooring is different.
Mesh, but it looks like it's a solid base, more solid base. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, I agree.
I like those better for sure. But yeah, the yellow one is longer actually. It is longer. And that one's 179 and it's
But it
not
doesn't
on
have the
sale at
mesh
179.
sides.
So
So things can slide
doesn't-
out.
That's the thing. It
Between
doesn't
our
have a mesh.
bars.
It doesn't have the mesh sides. It's just got a solid bar side.
I see what you're saying. Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, and I was wrong. No, that one is 56. I guess it was bed size versus full length as far as okay, so I think they're about the same physical size then. Yeah.
I mean, you get a 1,400 pound one. It's $311.
This isn't a challenge here.
I just being
So
smart.
so I guess the question goes back to: do we want to buy one, and if we do we want to buy a second one just now and go ahead and make sure we have two? Like I said, we're like this is probably based on us doing this.
If we did this, God, yeah, $180 on the two. Later, we are out $90, not $180.
Well, so I think that's $500. And if we
Yeah.
get two of these, even at
the earliest.
So
even on sale, and sales come back around.
Yeah.
Sure, it is surely going to be on sale again at a similar price, maybe even before we wind up needing it in the spring.
Yeah.
I think it might be wiser to purchase one and then wait for another sale when we're not also doing another big purchase at the same time.
We can also check out like on one of the prime days closer to when the hot weather returns
we can
and
do a
see
Prime
if
Day
it goes
too.
on a prime day deal.
And hey, we're what, less than 2 months out from Black
Okay.
Friday.
Lots of possibilities.
I think that makes sense.
One will get used right away, two will not. So
I'm okay with that. So earlier, Megan made a motion that we start with one cart. And we would buy one cart basically, right?
Yep.
Aye.
Aye.
any opposed?
I
Buy it.
I got it right here.
Okay. I didn't know.
So just to interject
So
in
we
between topics, is there anything major y'all need me for at this point?
Talk
My
about-
back's really starting.
Do we
to
have any other
kinda-
major business that we need to discuss?
Only
There's
thing
one more
left
major-
on the really bonus more of a report. The other one is Witch's Ball, which I have no idea what that means. I just know it was on the thing.
Castle, you want to present that?
Sure will. Witch's Ball is an event that we go to that I've been going to for the last several years, for about 10 years now. All itself right now are Kyle and Kenya Koviak.
Publicly available knowledge.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
They are looking for help with the committee to run the ball and would like some input from other community members on how to make the ball better. I'm sure if we talk to them, we could do it. They would do them on Zoom or some way so that we could. I think it would behoove us as an organization to be a
What-
part of this, to help.
Would we as a group need to be part of it, or could we appoint liaisons?
I imagine this would be a such order working with them, or is what you're looking.
Yeah, when I'm looking, I was talking with Kenya the other night, and she says she needs help. Anybody that's interested in helping, let them know. And the organization, I'd like to reach out and help them. One of us, bigger and better. It's a lot of work that they put into this, and it helps build our community. It makes our community stronger. And if we work together with them, this look like we're working with Detroit.
Mhm.
And makes it where we're doing the things to help build a bridge to that community.
Doesn't make it look like anything. It just brings what we're doing to
Yep.
life.
Right. Brings what we're doing to light, and it makes it where we're doing the things. We're doing part of our mission. We're working on building that
We've
community,
got two
and
hands
that's
up
important.
yesterday.
should be involved, but it shouldn't fall over. And if we have to rotate people, to make sure that Weavers is consistently participating, that we should do
I
that.
agree. Do they have
Sorry?
anything specifically that they need help with? like general shout of help that they're asking for.
Kenya's dealing with plenty of issues of her own and just needing more hands. It is up. Okay. Maddie?
So I agree. If we can help, that would be great because our involvement. So one thing, like, and I think we did a great, beautiful ritual, everything just like, and I say this with all the love in my heart, but like, what makes us special? That what
Partly because I was the pagan of the year last year, I
right?
think.
No, and yeah, be asking that question. And if we are, like, because the ritual itself, whatever, but like the fundraising, like why if I wasn't a part of Weavers, why the Lanes would give more our participation in
a coalition of pagan groups. We're not, this is a moment too. All of a sudden, it's time for people to buy property and it's time for us to build our churches.
Yeah.
That we could head up a coalition of groups that are doing that here in Michigan.
Yeah,
we could also, for lack of a better word, the ball. There's been talk for ages about a Yule Ball here in Lansing. It was tried here and in COVID. That's something that we could look at bringing back. There used to be for Pagan Fest. Some of this could maybe be networked together and brought back as an ongoing thing.
And I know Wolf Run's done Midsummer one as well. One ways to do this for one, how many people she wants to help. How does that sound, guys?
Do we know how many people she has currently helping her right now?
I think it's.
I think it's kind of up to us to who's willing to help, who wants to help. But also, if we come in with 3 or 4 people, it might almost feel like we're trying to take over. Is what we're worried about from the outer community's perspective. We want to make sure that this would be really beneficial for multiple pagan groups. Send a person or 2 to assist on a board level type situation.
My thought wasn't that like all the likelihood of schedules working out would be that at least one person.
What's Alfred?
Alfred says he lives a couple of miles from Nakobe.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I mean,
like a list of people that some of them would go, are we on the level of propositioning a subcommittee for the ball?
That's what that sounds like.
That's what that sounds like to me too.
But we've also been, like I said, we've been kicking around this Yule Ball idea too. That could be the same group.
Yeah.
And it could be, and you think about this, and this is something that Alfred and I even talked about this the other night because I could. We do that. When we do it here, we have a better framework. We're not starting from scratch. We're taking the wheel that they've invented and replicating it. We're not reinventing it and trying to find ways to make.
So when you were talking about like the coalition, we're kind of trying to do a similar thing. Well, not a ball, but with Summer Festival. And, that is a project that we can add.
What if Summerfest concluded with a dance? If we were able to by businesses or.
That's always a possibility. We can always look into that. It's.
So let's find out how much help they need. How many people they want.
Tell them we're interested in helping and find out.
We'll do that.
Did you hear that, Alfred?
Say again?
I'm sorry. It looked like you had your hand up for a moment.
No, I was just typing.
Oh, okay.
They don't use the concession stands anyways over there, so maybe we could use that area.
Oh, at the yeah, that's cute. Good idea. We could try that.
I just lost it. What else we got on the agenda?
All I've got was one other thing. I'm looking at testing viability of using Google Meets. So if we have meetings scheduled, like I know we've got a committee meeting we're doing tomorrow on Google Meet. When we do the next planning meeting, if we have that, we could try doing a Google Meet. I'm trying to just test out our features and see what we have available. I'm trying to do some research on that. Just something that we're kind of looking at possibly seeing if it could theoretically replace Zoom. Especially if it's cheaper or
there's a possibility that we might have free access to it included in our Google. For not to do anything at the board level with it at this time, though.
It was more just like a general,
I did set up the next.
Yeah, I think it's worth bringing up just so that the board has awareness so that they can be looking into like feedback.
Alfred says I volunteer Tiger Dragon as a guinea pig for Google Meet.
Sure, you test it out with a couple of us. We've got things that we could talk about and cover and run through.
Okay.
So
that. So
Elle and I have been talking about it. It's
alrighty then.
Hey, Building a Moodle, it's a thing.
And then there's something else in the tip of my brain, and I keep losing it.
You and I talked about it with Ella about
you
bar open.
Remembers when we researched fundraising with bingo. Was it that long ago?
Philip was still on our board, part of us. It was back.
Into what it would take to do bingo. I've been asked by the owner of Summerlands Brewing Company to dredge that information up, refresh it, and make it active. Summerlands is looking to do fundraisers for local Holt charities primarily, but in exchange for us to be done together for them, we will get a turn in the rotation for a fundraising event there. That pulled up previously in the research.
It
I'm
should
gonna
be
get that together to help out with that. Please let me know.
I can potentially after Samhain, but let me reevaluate
Got it.
after Samhain.
We have anything else on the agenda? Sorry, Tamara, I'm trying to get you out of here.
At this point, whether or not there's anything else, I gotta go.
I love you, Tamara.
Love you. Bye.
Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Did you bring up the idea to spruce up the library for weddings?
Ah, so please spank me if I don't get those pictures out to them. And it was a Prius. Stop it.
Sorry.
That's a really, really good price, even though all I did was show up and sign a form. I mean, we did a little ritual. I set up an altar for him and I put my robes on, but I just pulled him to be there and so took some pictures. But this was a very low effort event for us and just brought in $125. We could do that more regularly and maybe up that cost a little bit or up that price a little bit by decorating and sprucing up this room a little bit.
Or cleaning it up a little bit. And it, with the purchase of this trailer, it's going to make it where we can get these chairs out of here and put them in a storage space so they're not in the way.
That's true. Yeah.
And
the trailer is going to make things cleaner. Absolutely. In fact, we might be able to move the books out of here too, so that there's more room for people and get the books into a different room.
Absolutely.
Because we talked about 2 minor improvements that wouldn't cost very much. One would be putting a curtain across in front of the bookshelves to make it look nice. That would be like the main altar area. That would be a pretty backdrop for photos. And the other was my thought to contact one of the carpet places and see if they have any end of roll remnants that would fit the room, that we could lay that down with us when we leave.
Specifically,
we could do that too.
Because
and that way,
right? Get messy.
Because my first thought when you're talking about weddings, and I'm thinking we got that strip of carpet that needs to be
where the wall was.
With.
But it just in general, having a nicer carpet in here would be nice.
Yeah.
But at any rate, that's not something we have to do tonight. It is 8:30.
I have a class in a half hour.
Yeah, so I'd like to go ahead and release our meeting unless anybody wants to discuss or authorize anything tonight. Malachi?
I've got one other thing. We've got a Halloween party coming up, and we are going to need volunteers for help on that.
Chat for that, okay?
Sounds great.
All righty.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I just wanted to add, I believe I created a document and put it in the drive for people to together.
Yes, folks, please do. Megan?
We can table this, but just so that it's on our thought, we have 2 vending machines going down to 1 until we have a more consistent use of it.
That move, because we'll be able to have them both easily accessible back there once we get all of the stuff out this month after we see how things shake out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like just to table it, but just have that.
All right, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, on the positive side, I will be talking to Barb shortly.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You get the hell
Get the fuck out.
I was trying to be nice.
Barb get a hold of you.